India is home to almost 19% of the world's children. More than one third of the country's population, around 440 million, is below 18 years. 53% children reported having faced one or more forms of sexual abuse. Andhra Pradesh, Assam, Bihar, and Delhi reported the highest percentage of sexual abuse among both boys and girls. Out of the child respondents, 6% reported being sexually assaulted. Children in Assam, Andhra Pradesh, Bihar, and Delhi reported the highest incidence of sexual assault. 50% abusers are persons known to the child or in a position of trust and responsibility. Most children did not report to the matter to anyone. Figures published by the Office for National Statistics 2007 tell us that at any given time, 11% of boys under 16 years of age are victims of some form of sexual abuse.
You see, when I had gone to this party when I was in class 10, my father introduced me to a man that was a pupil of my mother. My mother had passed away when I was 4, and I looked up to that man thinking that maybe he could give me more details about my mom. So it turned out that later on, all he wanted was sex and to use me as a tool for his own desires. He had messaged me on Facebook telling me that he'd want to meet me and that he wanted to do certain things with me and touch me in places where I didn't feel comfortable. And one day he even came down to my house when I was alone.
Yeah, I was around 5 years that time, and I had gone to my cousin's place. So, obviously, my cousins were there, and his mother was there, which is my aunt. So, I don't know what led to this, but she just told me to open my pants. I wasn't sure what I was going to do, but I just followed her instructions, and I just did that. I did not have anything in my mind.
I was in first year of college. I used to go out for my work since it was my vacations, and I came across this particular woman, and she used to sort of talk to me about my schooling and how to get admission in my particular school and general things. I thought she was genuinely interested in her child's admission or something, but then it turned completely different. After I got acquainted with her, after she gained a bit of my trust, one fine morning I was asked to accompany her to this particular place. I went on with her. It was a very deserted, dark building. It was morning time, so obviously nobody was there. And there she made her moves. She sort of tried to rope me. I was left petrified, scared, molested. And ultimately, in self-defense, I pushed her back and I had to run away from her.
Sexual abuse is defined as severe forms of sexual abuse and other forms of sexual abuse. Severe forms of sexual abuse include assault, including rape, and anal intercourse, touching or fondling a child, forcing a child to exhibit his or private body parts, photographing a child in nude. Other forms of sexual abuse include forcible kissing, sexual advances towards a child during travel, sexual advances towards a child during marriage situations, exhibiting before a child, exposing a child to pornographic materials. Majority of the abusers were people known to the child and strangers were a minority. How you feel about it now?
Right now, I'm fortunate to have matured enough to know that this happens on a daily basis, but also I have matured to know that I must do something on my own. And when we see incidents like this, we must take it by the horns and must try to knock them down before they do anything more. I want people to be aware of what is happening, and that it is not wrong for a victim to state the things that have been done to him. We should not let a person that has victimized you be set free. We must fight back in whatever way possible.
What I did at that time was I just left that place, okay, but I didn't speak about this with anyone. After around 4 to 5 years, I just told about this to my mother, and she told me to just stay away from her.
That was the worst time in my life, probably. I had a very bad time, but then I realized that it was not my fault. It was somebody else's fault. So I don't feel anything bad about myself, but I would rather like people to know about it and speak up about it. I guess that's it.
More than two-thirds of married men in India between the ages of 15 and 49 are victims of forced sex by their girlfriends, and in more than 17% cases, the men had been booked under rape cases, as they refused to marry their girlfriends. Crime against men is increasing with a growth rate of 42% in last 5 years, whereas the media and the government have never even bothered to disclose the same in front of the public. Sexual harassment and refusal of sex has happened with more than 82% of Indian men. Due to lack of social support and legal protection, many male victims of domestic abuse are taking their lives every day. Recently, the increasing threat of false cases is also driving many married men to commit suicide. What do you think of male sexual abuse in India?
Well, if you're talking about statistics, I wouldn't have statistics, but for sure, male sexual abuse is least talked about in India.
So, what common feelings and effects do survivors experience? What do you think?
Well, I think what is interesting is when you survive abuse, you would know what you can contemplate, what you would expect. So, as a young boy, I have been abused by one of my, uncles, which I clearly remember. I don't want to name him here, but I still remember that for a long time I would not go and sit next to him or on his lap.
We specifically don't talk about male abuse in
We don't.
India.
We don't.
Why do you think such?
Because this is like as I say, a stereotype.
And what do you think about child sexual abuse of boys?
Oh, that's like rampant in this country.
Most of the abuse have been done by their relatives, and the victims don't come out in the open because of the relatives and they know people. So what do you think about that?
Well, they don't, because they carry the scars. The scars are more moral and mental than physical. So it's difficult to come out really and talk about it.
The important thing to do here is to let them take their time to trust you enough to talk about what is troubling them. It's okay to ask your child if anyone has touched them inappropriately. Keep the conversation simple and remain calm, no matter what your child says. If you suspect abuse, seek help from a trusted source such as a family doctor or a mental health provider. We have to keep in mind, not all men rape. Some of them can be victim too. Men in India are facing all kinds of abuse and sexual abuse too. And men don't cry is a mentality that needs to die.